live thing. Going live. Hello, hello. Let's get started shortly. Let me just send out the notifications. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's been a little bit. Got myself a nice fresh kombucha. What's going on? What about Inktober? What about it? I never really pay attention to Inktober. Hey from France. All right, yeah, just give me a moment to get my thoughts together. We'll get going. I've made mention of it a bunch of times, but I'm going to be working on a board game with a friend of mine. And board game, as far as the mechanics go, it's pretty much fleshed out. I'm doing one more semester of the mentorship. So if you want to sign up for that brainstorm, you have till next week is when we're starting it. So that'll be the last one. All right, let's get to why we are here. Inktober has already ruined me. All right, so what I'm gonna do with these platforms is kind of work at a larger scale first and then bring it back in. So I'll go closer in and do the details there. It's a game we're designing. Friend. Oh, that's loud. Get out of here. So far, the hardest part of it has been kind of figuring out how to do it at such a, like making it look like it has depth even though it's top down. What game is this? It's a game that my friend and I are designing called King's Quarry. It's a lot of fun. I stopped an ASMR video for this live stream. Well, thanks. Appreciate that. So yeah, the big thing that's been difficult is making sure that it looks all right from each direction. So let's, I should make a hotkey for this. I only have a hotkey for flipping the canvas horizontally. So part of the way that I'm trying to figure out how to make it look like it has depth with top down, and also it's got to look good from, you know, above you and below you, is what I'm doing is creating a vanishing point, a vertical vanishing point in the center of each tile, and that way it'll go out for each one. And then the light source is from the same direction for all the tiles. Am I going to paint some figures to go with it? Yeah, there are figures that go along with it. They're more icons, so it's like the unit type has like a warrior, for example, would just be a sword. But in the manual, the book manual, there'll be what the characters will look like. Where have I been? I've been working on my brainstorm mentorship, which is just finishing up. Once I'm done with that, which is at December, there'll be a lot more live streaming and everything going on. And thanks about the single vanishing point thing. I thought that was a good way to go about it. It's kind of weird though, because there's all these interesting problems that I've run into doing this that I haven't thought about in most normal art forms, or like just like regular illustration. Like, how do you make something look like it has depth or any sort of visual interest when you're just looking top down at it? Because you don't want it to look just like a regular top down image of a forest, because that's pretty boring if you ever looked at that. I like this color. Hey, what's going on, Khalil? Yeah, it's been a little bit. Sorry, I've been busy as heck. What are some of my favorite board games? Obviously, Catan is like one of the top. Magic the Gathering, if you consider that. That's more a card game, obviously, but Pandemic is great. What's my favorite organ to draw? Definitely the liver. Gotta love drawing livers. No, I have no idea. I don't usually draw organs. I'm actually gonna skip this track. Busy developing the path of cowards, yeah. I don't really know what that meant. I don't know what was up with that guy. For that matter, I don't know what's up with half the people that come in here and start talking shit, but that's fine. It's whatever. Alright, so let's move over to the rocks, because I'm having a hard time with getting an idea for rocks. I have 3 different ideas here on the page already. Oh, you're welcome for getting you into monuments. Alright, I think that's probably the best for stone. Let me just look at the the layout of that board, because I have to do each piece individually. I think this, okay, that should be a stone anyway. All right. So what do I like about this one? I like the layering on the stone, but I don't, the overall piece needs to read as a different color. So let's mess with that. Let's see. Soft light would probably work pretty well. Is this actually for a game? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing for the most of next year, is going to be working on this. That's actually why I just left my gig with Brainstorm. I want to focus on getting the and doing the board game. Am I afraid that YouTube will demonetize it? No, because I already set it for no monetization. Because I would know that they're going to demonetize it. That's just how they are. Which makes sense. I mean, you got to have some rule of law. You don't want your music to get stolen. All right, let's mess with that. You can't demonetize what's already free. Take that. That's a good point. Hey, hey. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'll do a Control J on that. Hey, Kiwi Masterpiece. So what's interesting about this is, like, you're mostly trying to find shapes. So like I might go over on top and sketch and just try to find interesting ways of breaking up this shape. Do I have an idea of the mechanics? Yeah, actually that's what we figured out first. And the mechanics are a ton of fun. It's actually kind of a problem because when we hang out to work on it, we're just like, oh, we should play the game. Where can we go to learn more about your game? Nowhere at the moment. Because we are not going to put anything out until it's ready to go. Or like until we have enough promotional material and whatnot. Hey. You should look at some of the Diablo 3 top-down. Yeah, definitely. That's a big inspiration for sure. What's the game about? The game is about essentially, it's kind of like an RTS if you made it into a board game. So you're like going, mining resources, building new settlements, not settlements, but like new mines and stuff. It's like RTS plus chess. Yeah, I would say it's definitely a game for people who are fans of chess. What brush setting do I have? It's pretty much just same I use for drawing, which is hard, round, pressure, opacity. All right, so now here's the part that we have to try to make interesting, right? How does this valley, how do we make it so it doesn't look stupid? Like, how do we break up these shapes so that they're interesting? And you know, you gotta try to find like ways of breaking it up, and you know, asymmetrical ways of breaking it up. And the light direction again is going towards the bottom right, and I have that central vanishing point thing going on. So when it's at this point up in the top, I can see the front side there. Oh, awesome, William. Hell yeah. There's no smoothing on. I don't know if you guys can see my settings up top, but I can move that over if that's, I'd rather see the actual drawing. Shading, this question mark. Style isn't really favorable for dark tones. There's darks in there. This is pretty dark. That values in the forests are pretty low. Is there a link between each piece? Some of the pieces is artwork that I'm getting rid of. So like these swampy ones, that's old artwork. I'm debating on how I'm going to do it. So the Grassland Pieces, I think I might make them linked to everything. You can see these two forests are kind of linked together. I'm going to try to connect them, since the way it works is like the actual board on the actual pieces, they're going to come in a chunk of this size that I have here. So I might connect it on this one individual piece, but then up above it, you won't be able to connect it. Is it going to be randomly generated like Catan? No, it's semi-random. So like I said, these pieces are connected, but then, but there's like 7 pieces that go around in a circle. Are we going to 3D print the pieces? We actually did that already to test it out. And we noticed a few issues just with the design of the pieces, so we're going to go back and fix them up again. I actually didn't design the pieces, but I am going to go back and work on the redesign of them because, like I said, there were some errors. We could do that on stream as well. I might... In this coming year, this is pretty much what I'm going to be working on for the most part, at least until we get it done. So I'll be doing a lot of it on stream. Should the pieces be tileable? If so, I mean, the pieces are somewhat tileable. Is it like Catan? Actually, not really like Catan, to be honest. The only mechanic that I would say is similar is collecting resources, but that's like pretty common in a lot of games, so. A lot more like chess. It's not really any there's no randomness to it. Maybe I should make these smoother. Like I have these kind of design-ish curves in there. Yeah, I'll throw some of those in there. Rocks look like a face profile. Yeah, I gotta play with the shapes a little bit. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mooney. So do I want to do a lighter tone on that? Yeah, I think I do. And like I said, with that center vanishing point, I can try to add some details in here. Like I'm just trying to get the shapes at first, but then I can add some details that lead to that center point. Jets or Giants? New York Rangers, buddy. I'm a hockey fan. Add Aspire, very tall rock. Yeah, I like that idea. Do I take any inspiration from satellite photos? Yeah, I actually was using a lot of that to figure out how I could make it register or make it read. Waterfall would be cool. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That isn't a bad idea at all. I kind of treat it like drawing a bit the way I do this. Why do metal fans hate on metalcore so badly? I don't know. I personally am a big fan of metalcore. I think it's sad that it gets so much hate. I think in general, people are just like, they kind of get stuck on their ways in a genre. I think metalcore has a lot to offer. I mean, I came up in the early 2000s in terms of my taste in music, so I'm obviously a fan of the whatchamacallit, the metalcore. I think they hate on easycore. Hey Pompoli, metalcore does not suck. I rotate the canvas. Or, I mean, I just flip. This is for my own project. Let's see. Oh, you're going to see As I Lay Dying? Awesome. Wonder if I have to hire a hitman to get it. That's really funny. I love that. I was just listening to them the other day, and I love that all the lyrics for the new stuff is all like about how he wants to be redeemed. It's really funny. It's a little fucked up. They are a Christian metal band, makes sense. I'm gonna look at these rocky columns in Utah because don't like the rock formations that I'm doing. A lot of cool shapes in here. All right, let's see if we can incorporate that. Alright, I'll incorporate that water. Each tile equals what distance? I mean your units move tile to tile, so they don't. Or do you mean how large is each one? Is that what you're asking? One tile per turn? No, it's it works based on like an action point system, so each unit gets a certain number of action points per turn. Is there a shape? Oh, I see the shape of the bunny. Then we gotta fix that. That's kind of silly. Yeah, I think part of what I sometimes will do wrong is not focus on that silhouette shape well enough. All right, like I should just try to mass in these shapes and just see what I can get that's interesting. looked like a kidney to me. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm probably gonna go soon. It looks like Bambi now. Sorry to make it a short one, but I'll end up coming back, and probably more so in the coming weeks. What's coming up? There's gonna be a new Gumroad video out, which is gonna be how I design these characters, going from loose thumbnails to this. I just put out that new video, and oh, thanks, Simon. And the next Gumroad video, or the next YouTube video, is going to be what is it going to be? Oh yeah, it's going to be more Bridgman's Anatomy, but it's going to be either legs or arms or hands. I don't remember exactly which one. So I'm going to look that up now. Bloody Marshmallow, thank you. But yeah, I figured I'd just ease back into the live streaming. I'm going to try to do some more. So different color harmonies for each tile. Yeah, I'm trying to make each one have a designated color, so that way when you see it on the map, it's very obvious. So the idea is that, am I drinking cough syrup? Yeah. Just much like SoundCloud rappers, I just drink lean all the time. No, this is kombucha. It's it's the brew doctor, apparently. Yeah. Lil James 69. Speaking of SoundCloud rap, I went down this rabbit hole, and I always like to listen to what's new and popular in the music world, and I like a lot of it. But who's the one that there was somebody that I just did not understand. Oh, it wasn't Tekashi. It was, fuck. I can't think of the guy's name. Never mind. I'll let you know when I think of it. No, not little. Wait. Keep naming some trap and SoundCloud rap. Was it XXS Tentacion? It might have been Tentacion. I don't remember. Lillian Pumpernickel. Sounds like a weird folk musician. Lil Uzi Vert? No, it wasn't that. Anyway, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. At least we know you're alive. I just put out a video a day ago. I'm here. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. I just don't always live stream. All my friends are dead. Pushed me to the edge. I tried looking for metal on SoundCloud, but it seems most rappers put metal as a tag in their songs. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, everybody. Goodbye. Later.